Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know where we are today?
We're in Proverbs.
We sure as fuck are.
We are, I think, back into the second Solomonic collection.
We are. Good job.
Yeah. I try to pay better attention these days, you know?
Yeah.
If you go back to our early podcast, I didn't have a clue what the fuck was going on.
You did not. You were like, I don't even know what book we're in. Shit, man.
I had a lot of shit going on. Not that I don't now.
It was still new.
It was still new. And I wasn't really sure where we were going with everything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Before we get into anything else, though, we have something to announce. We have a new patron.
Hello, new patron.
And our new patron's name is Joey. And they've got a comic that they created. Sorry, I'll have to cut some of that out in the, but they have a comic that they created. I will share the link in our show notes. Definitely want you to check it out. But thank you so much for supporting us, Joey. It is really amazing. We love having our new patrons come on and join us and love chatting with you and finding out what you're doing and how you found out about us. So thank you, Joey.
Thank you, Joey. We are immensely grateful for your assistance.
Yes, definitely. And that being said, if you are not a patron, you can be awesome like Joey.
Be Gobi.
Yeah, be Gobi. I don't know. Go be awesome like Joey by going to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and signing up for as low as $2 a month and supporting us there.
Thank you so much, Joey.
Now that we struggled getting through that because my brain hurts today, apparently.
Your brain's not good.
It's not good today.
No.
What are we doing today?
Today we are, as you said, continuing with the second Solomonic Proverbs. We are in chapter 26.
Okay, let's go do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, as you said in the intro, we are in the second Solomonic Proverbs.
Yes.
We are jumping into chapter 26.
Okay.
Here we go. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll be.
Solomon. He's so fine. He's so wise.
Is he?
No.
Okay.
Like snow in summer or rain in harvest, honor is not fitting for a fool.
Okay.
I don't get that. That sounds like bad phrasing because I think a fool can be honorable.
Yeah, I think that's true. And we were just reading in our book club the other day. Yesterday, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Where they, even the rabbis and stuff were appreciative of fools sometimes because it doesn't mean that you're not honorable.
Right.
It just means you're foolish, or
right.
whatever.
Right.
Who cares?
Yeah. Like a fluttering sparrow or a darting swallow, an undeserved curse does not come to rest.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Like a fluttering sparrow or a darting swallow, an undeserved curse does not come to rest.
I guess I can see that. I mean, if you're cursing at me undeservedly, I'm definitely not going to let that rest. I don't know.
I think
that's how I'm choosing to take it, though.
I don't think they're talking about cursing. I think they're talking about laying a curse on somebody.
Well, yeah, if you curse me unduly, then I'm going to fucking be pissed. And I am not going to let that shit rest. Either way, it ain't resting.
Oh, okay. I wasn't following that.
Okay.
Pass. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the donkey, and a rod for the backs of fools. That's
damn.
So abusive.
It is. That's just fucking assholes. Let's beat those fools, right?
Beat the horse, lock up the donkey, and then beat the fool.
Right.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Let's not do that.
I don't care for that at all.
No.
Do not answer a fool. This whole thing is about fools, and I'm not happy about it.
Well, it's good timing. We were just reading about fools in the book club.
I know.
So this is perfect timing, actually.
It is perfect timing. I don't care for it. Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you yourself will be just like him. That's like that argument that if you get down in the dirt with pigs, then you're a pig too.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell them apart.
I mean, there is some merit to that. I mean,
Yeah.
I can tell you just from being on Twitter that there's some merit to that.
Yeah.
And I am guilty of going down in the weeds with some of them.
You are.
So,
and then you bring it to me and I'm just staring at you like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, it's bad.
What are you doing?
It's bad.
Answer a fool according to his folly, or he will be wise in his own eyes. So it's saying don't get down in the dirt with the pigs, and then it's saying, but do though.
Right. Well, I mean, this book specifically is not known for its correctness.
No.
The Bible, that is.
That's what I'm saying. But it literally says in one verse,
well, yeah,
don't get down in the dirt with the pigs. And then in the very next one, it says, but do though.
How long do you want them to fucking wait to contradict themselves? I mean, do they have to wait 2 or 3 sentences?
They normally.
What's your problem here? They need to contradict themselves immediately, or else it's just not fun.
Well, I guess. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found it irritating.
Okay.
Sending a message by the hands of a fool is like cutting off one's feet or drinking poison.
Okay. Because I guess the fool will not deliver it correctly or something.
It's an unreliable narrator.
You're screwing yourself by sending the fool with the message.
Sure.
All right. I don't. Whatever. Just maybe it's your fault. Maybe you didn't write it down well enough.
I was gonna say maybe you should just write it down.
Right.
And then you don't have to trust the fool to remember it.
All you gotta have them do is deliver a piece of paper. If they can't do that, that's more than foolishness. That's ineptness. Then
you're the foolishness. You're the fool.
Right. Yeah.
For having given somebody inept a message.
Right.
Yeah. Like the useless legs of one who is lame is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Ooh, I like that one.
What now?
Like the useless legs of one who is lame.
Yeah.
So you've got like this extra part that's just hanging there because you can't use it.
Yeah.
Is a proverb in the mouth of a fool.
Oh, this is what people would use to describe us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it.
That are religious, that is.
Yeah,
so.
I like it. Like tying a stone in a sling is the giving of honor to a fool. Again, I disagree.
Yeah.
They're applying malice to somebody who is not necessarily malicious, is maybe just not all there. Right.
And I can, people that are not fully like a fool, right? Let's just go with their wording, right?
Or whatever.
I would imagine that, they tend to, if you're getting beat by people for being foolish, they probably fight back occasionally. I might too. If I was getting beat for being who I am, I might be like, fuck you. I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
Because you're hurting me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool.
Well, they really are laying this thick on about the proverbs in the mouth of fools here.
Yeah.
It's like they're like somebody's gonna read these someday and they're gonna call us stupid. We better call them stupid right back.
Or first.
Yeah.
We're calling them stupid first. Nope. You can't call me stupid because I already
we already did it. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. How can you argue with that?
Did you read Proverbs chapter 26?
Right.
It talked all about stupid people.
Yeah.
So there.
And you are stupid for saying what you're saying. So you obviously we've already covered this. So
winning. #winning. Like an archer who wounds at random is one who hires a fool or any passerby. Oh my God.
I'm just imagining an archer sitting there shooting people at random like that. It's an interesting image in my head. That's all.
Okay.
So
just an
archer. It's cartoonish, I guess.
An archer randomly shooting off arrows into the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like in like those spaghetti westerns where a cowboy just shoots his gun into the air willy-nilly, like wow, 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 and
right.
Just randomly hits people.
I always wonder where those bullets come down.
Sometimes in people.
Has anybody ever been struck by a wayward shot in the air bullet? Because people do shoot guns in the air sometimes. So surely there's been a freak accident where somebody got hit by a falling bullet that somebody shot into the air.
That sounds like a name of a book. Falling Bullets.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost reread
You forgot
that
where
again.
Yeah.
As a dog returns to its vomit, so fools repeat their folly.
Oh, that is gross.
That is not a good
I don't.
image. I don't care for that.
I mean, dogs also eat shit sometimes. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And so fools repeat their folly.
Yeah.
As a dog eats its own shit, so
but
fools repeat their
it's
folly.
just so mean to compare a person to a dog eating vomit.
Yeah.
That's really mean.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair even.
No, it's not.
I don't like most fools. Okay, look, if I was to call somebody foolish, I mean, if I know what I would think of someone that they would be calling a fool, they're not doing it on purpose. They're not mean. They're not malicious.
Right.
You know, like it's just part of who they are, right? And so they're not. You can't.
Okay. No,
I don't know.
Let me backtrack here a second. So we are in our book club, Sacrilegious book club. We are reading about fools. Like that's a whole huge section that we're on.
Right.
But it did start out with people who are fools that are like tricksy, like funny tricksy people.
Yeah. Right.
And so maybe that's what they mean. Like they're not referring necessarily to simple people. They're referring to the more
tricksy people.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what they mean.
I guess. But even still.
Right.
That's still it's a bad. I just don't like the comparison.
I don't either.
And they beat these people apparently too.
I know.
So fuck you, kind of.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck you a lot, actually, not just kind of.
Right.
Do you see a person wise in their own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for them.
But I thought that they said earlier that a foolish person thought that they were wise in their own eyes. Right. So there's more hope. It, again, kind of contradicts what they're saying a little bit because apparently the fool can be both of those people. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't really know.
I don't really understand that one, honestly. Pass.
Well, no, they were saying earlier, like the foolish person, if you argue with them, they'll see that they were correct or they were wise in their own eyes. They'll think of themselves as wise. Right. Right? But then now they're saying that person is better than the fool. So apparently that person earlier wasn't the fool. Okay. I don't know.
Well, like I said, pass.
Right.
A sluggard says, "There's a lion in the road, a fierce lion roaming the streets."
Okay. Wait, what?
A sluggard says, "There's a lion in the road, a fierce lion roaming the streets." Okay. I don't know why he says that.
I mean, I would imagine that if anybody saw a lion in the streets, that anybody would say that. But maybe they're saying it because the sluggard doesn't want to go out and do things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe that's their excuse for not going out and do things, I guess.
I have to believe that there's something more here that I'm not getting in this particular verse.
Possibly.
Like, why is it the sluggard that says it?
Yeah, well, that's why I was changing my tune and saying that it might be because it's their excuse for not going out, or doing whatever.
For not doing work?
Yeah.
Or not fighting the lion instead of...
Either or, I don't know.
Running back to town and telling people about it.
Well, I ain't fighting no fucking lion, so...
I ain't either. So, I mean, I'm going to get a professional lion fighter.
Right.
To do that.
Who's got experience lion fighting? You? Okay, do you got anybody else? Because, I mean, just one person doesn't sound like a good idea, so...
Unless you got a gun or an arrow.
Right. But back then they just had arrows, and I don't know about you, but if all I had was an arrow, I'm going to get somebody else at least.
I'm not signing up for fighting the lion.
Yeah, no.
Now, let me ask you this. So, me and you are walking down the street, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a lion.
Were we there just walking down the street?
There we were, just walking down the street. And we were also singing do-wah diddy, diddy, dum,
I figured that would be the case.
Yeah. So there we were, right? Uh-huh. And here we come, walking down the street, right? Get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Yeah. Because we're monkeys, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
Right. Yeah,
so there, I sing 2 songs now. Yeah. Where we're walking down the street, okay?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And there's a lion. Holy shit. It's just looking at us, right? It's just sitting there looking at its paws, and it's like,
fuck right the fuck off.
So what do you do?
Run like a motherfucker.
Do you leave me? You always leave me. You always leave. Every time there's bees, you run away. You leave me.
Well, I mean, it's fight or flight mode, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't... All I could do by standing in front of you for the lion is die for you.
Okay, there's a proverb that's not in Proverbs yet.
I figure this is an equal world. Maybe you could die for me, maybe.
Okay, so anyway, there's a proverb... Fuck off. There's a proverb that goes, you don't have to run faster than the fill in the blank. You just have to run faster than the slowest person.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So fuck you for that. Because even in good shape, you probably still ran faster than me.
I don't know about that. You were in track.
That's true.
I was not.
But still, you were in soccer.
I was, but I played fullback, which doesn't require running as much.
Oh my god! And here it is. But still.
Okay.
So you're leaving me to the lions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Because you're an asshole.
I am.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, as long as we're like that wasn't said with judgment. That's just.
I mean,
I just want to make sure it's on the record. You are leaving me to the lions, and you're an asshole.
I mean, I'm a little bit younger than you, so maybe I have a little bit, more time than you. So
oh my God, are you kidding me?
Making a judgment call.
No, now you're making excuses. Absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not. I'm a mother.
Right. That's true. I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
And you know what? Here's the thing. If Kid was with us, you wouldn't run away. You would protect Kid, but not me. You would. Oh my God, you would. I hate you so much.
Well, I'm just saying.
Why would you protect Kid, but not me?
Maybe I'm running to go find a really sharp stick.
You aren't.
Come back
you're running away. I've seen you run from the bees. You're not running.
Bees are different.
You're
bees are terrifying. No, bees are terrifying. And there's nothing you can do to fight those fuckers. So what else are you supposed to do but run?
You run away.
I'm just saying.
You don't run to...
Lions might be... I've never encountered a fucking lion in the street. I don't know what I would do.
Fucking lion.
Yeah.
A lion fucking or otherwise.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. I'm not happy about that. As a door turns on its hinges, so a sluggard turns on its bed. I mean, seriously? Why are you laughing so much?
Because I'm just like, they're comparing a sluggard to a hinged door. Like, I think I don't know.
They've run out of analogies. That's
really just, yeah.
Like,
it's bad. It's really bad.
Like sands through the hourglass. These are the sluggards of our lives. A sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He is too lazy to bring it back to his mouth.
Yeah. I guess.
Ain't nobody that lazy.
No one's that fucking lazy.
I
had to roll that one over my brain a little bit. I'm like, really? What?
Nah. Ain't nobody that lazy.
No.
You put your hand in that dish, you are bringing that hand up to your mouth.
Yeah, for sure.
A sluggard is wiser in his own eyes than 7 people who answer discreetly. What?
Oh, so wait. Sluggards are supposed to be lazy people, not loud people.
Right.
So what are they? Maybe they don't even know what a sluggard is. I think a sluggard in this book just attributes it's anybody that they don't like that they deem as a little bit lazy.
Because they went from fool to sluggard like snap, like nothing.
Yeah.
So I think that they're saying fools and sluggards are the same.
You think?
Yeah. Like, I don't like you, so you're a fool and a sluggard and a piece of shit. Right? Like, that's the next progression here.
Right.
Like, one who grabs a stray dog by the ears is someone who rushes into quarrel not their own.
Okay. I mean, you're asking... So, I think what they're getting at there is you're asking to be bit, because, grabbing a stray dog by the ears is really dumb.
You should grab it by the scruff.
The scruff is a lot better, but even then, why would you fuck around with a stray dog unless you really, really had to?
Much like the lion, you should run away.
Right, yeah.
Like a maniac shooting flaming arrows of death is one who deceives their neighbor and says, I was only joking.
Wait, a maniac shooting flaming arrows of death is the same as someone saying they're only joking to their neighbor?
Well, yeah.
No, fuck you. The flaming arrows of death are much worse. Fuck that.
But what they're saying is somebody who's like an asshole and then tacks on a winky face. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, I get... Okay, look.
It's an analogy.
I can appreciate that that's bad, but it comes nowhere near flaming arrows of death.
Okay, true. But it's in the same boat of you're an asshole.
It is not even in the same fucking cruise liner. Flaming arrows of death? Fuck you. That's so fucking much worse. No.
No?
No.
All right.
I refuse to accept that.
But I do hate those people that they say a bunch of shit and then they tack on a winky face.
I agree, but I will deal with that every day forever before I deal with flaming arrows of death. Just fuck you on that. I'm sorry. No.
Okay. Now we know where you stand. Without wood, a fire goes out. Without gossip, a quarrel dies down.
Okay, I mean, the wood and the fire definitely is true.
It doesn't take a gossip. It doesn't take a gossip to keep a quarrel alive.
No, fists can do it just as well. So
I mean, when I'm in an argument with somebody, it doesn't take the gossip to keep it going. It takes me and the person that I'm arguing with.
Yeah.
You know?
I would say you're in a long-term quarrel right now with someone, and you don't even. There is no gossip. There is no
gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just long-term quarreling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there.
Yep.
As charcoal to embers and as wood to fire, so is a quarrelsome person for kindling strife.
So if you're a quarrelsome person, you're going to quarrel. Quarreler's going to quarrel.
Quarreler's going to quarrel.
Yep. Ember's going to ember.
Yep.
You know?
They going to start some shit.
Right.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them going to start something.
Right.
The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inmost parts.
The words of a gossip?
They're like choice morsels.
They're making it sound like such a good thing.
It is. It's
but
delicious.
They don't like gossips in here, so I know that's not meant that way.
But I've said before that I love gossiping.
Sure.
And I think most people do. And I think that it is silly for us to be like, I would never, and people who gossip and like pretending that, you're all high and mighty. I think we should all just admit, no, we all gossip and we all like it.
Sure.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Particularly when it's like celebrity gossip. Oh my God, I love
Well, that's why they have, there's whole fucking magazines and TV shows built for that. So,
yeah.
I mean, obviously it's popular.
Yep. I love talking trash.
Right.
And I'm not ashamed of it either.
Yeah.
Like a coating of silver. Oh, wait, let me try that again. Like a coating of silver dross on earthenware are fervent lips with an evil heart.
Come again?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you will. That's what this is all about. Like a coating of silver dross on earthenware are fervent lips with an evil heart. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig.
Sure is.
That's what they're saying.
Got it. I get it. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. Yeah. I guess.
It's okay. Like you put silver on this earthenware.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. You're still earthware.
Yeah. You can dress it up, but it's still what it is.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, you can coat a Dixie cup and silver and still a Dixie cup.
Yeah.
Right?
That is true.
Right.
That is true.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still good.
And just on the plus side, just because you paint it red doesn't mean it's a solo cup.
Right. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their hearts, they harbor deceit.
Yeah. I mean, most people are not going to admit to their enemies that they hate them right up. Like, that's not a thing you generally do.
Okay, but you know what? Like, okay, so one time I was in conversation with my ex's wife.
Okay.
And she had just recently dropped a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
And so I did tell her, I was like, okay, I have to stop our argument for just a minute. And I just have to say, you look really good. Like, you clearly dropped a bunch of weight. You look great.
Yeah.
And she, like, her face lit up and she was like, thank you. So, I mean, and I wasn't being shitty when I said that. I was just like,
yeah,
I can't deny this. You just dropped like 50 pounds.
Right.
You look excellent.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a fact, you know?
Sure.
I couldn't even not say it. So I wasn't harboring deceit, but I was definitely an enemy. And I wasn't disguising myself with my lips. We still hated each other.
Sure.
You can compliment your enemy.
Yeah, as long as you're honest about it. But I think that they're saying that people are dishonest about it.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is still true.
Okay.
So
okay. I see what you're saying. But just because your enemy says something nice doesn't mean that they're hiding.
Obviously, much like anything else we've read in Proverbs, there is gray area and there is difference of opinions and difference of how these things work out in the real world. Mm-hmm. But they like to portray everything as black and white, right and wrong, good and bad. And so, of course, it's going to say things one way and expect you to just hold to that idea.
Right.
So,
though their speech is charming, do not believe them. For 7 abominations fill their hearts.
7 that's like the same as the gatekeepers
heaven.
To hell and all that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I wonder if that has any
layers of heaven, layers of hell.
Yeah. Although the Bible just likes the number 7 a lot too.
They do. Who knows?
Who knows what it really means?
Yeah.
But okay. Yeah, just
roll,
the pretty talkers aren't always good.
If you roll 1 die, you can't get a 7.
That depends. If you roll a 20-sided die, you definitely can.
Okay, obviously I was talking about a regular sided die, a 6-sided die. Stupid.
But I mean, come on, 20-sided dice.
Okay, but if I
hell,
say,
I've seen 100-sided dice.
But if I say a die, it's understood that I mean a standard 6-sided die.
Not to a D&D player.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Literally, I said if you roll a die, you can't get a 7. You know that I'm talking about a standard 6-sided die. Asshole. Don't be an asshole. Oh my god.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Their malice may be concealed by deception, but their wickedness will be exposed in the assembly.
And which assembly is this?
The assembly.
The assembly of God? Is it the assembly of God?
Probably.
But what does that assembly look like? Is this the pearly gates? Is this where you go up and they're going to judge you at the gates there or something?
Yeah, like Michael.
Or is there do you get judged by your peers? Is there like a panel of heavenly people that judge you as you go up there? Is that how that works?
I have no idea. Why are you asking me?
Do you get to choose whether you want to be judged by the judge or your then you can be like, no, I want to trial by my heavenly peers instead.
My heavenly peers.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I mean, if you're going to be judged, I don't think you get to go to heaven.
Well, it depends on how you get judged, so that's why you get to choose. I want this guy, or I want the group of people to be like, come on, man, and then you get to pitch your case, right? Why isn't it
automated?
You would think it would be if God knows your heart and already knows what you're going to do. If that's the case, he already knows whether you're going to hell or heaven before you're even fucking born. That's
what I'm saying. It should be automated. You shouldn't have an assembly at all.
Right. Yeah.
Skip
assemblies. Assemblies are dumb.
Plus,
although I liked assemblies in school.
I was going to say, when I was in school, did you have assemblies?
Well, yeah, and they kind of popped out of nowhere sometimes, and I was like, oh, sweet, we get to skip the last hour and a half of the day?
Assembly during 7th period.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Right? Why do they call them assembly?
Because we assemble.
Oh my god.
Are you really? Is that really news to you?
Yeah, that literally just dawned on me. Yeah. You guys just heard the light bulb pop in live action. Yes. Because they always just said we have assembly.
Yeah, so you just
Assembly is in 7th period, and I don't know. I don't know.
You just never equated the.
It's kind of like when
to the action of what was happening.
It's kind of like when you start going to college and all of a sudden, what is it called when the teacher gives you their lesson plan at the very beginning? And
shit! Now you got.
I know it starts with an S, I think.
Whatever.
You know what I'm talking about.
They give you the plan for the semester or whatever. Yeah. Right.
And whatever that word is, syllabus, and you never heard of that word all through school until you get to high school or until you get to college, and suddenly they're like, yeah, here's the syllabus for the semester, and you're like, oh, and you look around and everybody's like, yeah, of course it's a syllabus. We've heard of that before. And then my best friend was getting her master's degree, and she's like, oh, I have practicum on Tuesday and blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking around like, oh yeah, it's practicum,
just these things you're supposed to know.
Yeah. So assembly, we have assembly.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. That's, I don't know. Whatever.
Uh-huh.
Whoever digs a pit will fall into it if someone rolls a stone. Wait. Let me start over because there was a semicolon that I read as a comma.
Okay.
And then a comma that I read as a period.
Okay. Yeah, let's try that again.
Yeah. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them.
Oh. I dug a pit once. Me and my brother dug a pit.
Yeah.
In our backyard.
Were you digging for, let me guess, you were digging for dinosaur bones?
Of course. What else do you dig for in middle school?
No,
we were in elementary school.
I was going to say.
Yeah, in elementary school. What else do you dig for? But we dug that hole down to where our heads were at ground level.
Oh my God.
We went down quite a ways.
If your mom knew about that.
She did.
She didn't.
Do you remember the old house out out where we used to live.
Yeah,
like
by
her
the elementary
old house.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if you went out the back door, it was in the very back in the garden area. And
but what if y'all had hit a water main or something?
Well, those weren't things you thought about in the 80s.
That's what I mean. Like, what is wrong with your mom that it didn't occur to her that y'all might hit like a water main?
Back then, they didn't do power lines underground. There wasn't a lot of things, not as many things that you had to worry about.
Really?
I mean, I don't think so. Maybe there was, but we didn't worry about them. So we just dug.
So you dug a pit?
We dug a pit. You know what we found? We found chicken bones.
Oh my God.
That was about it.
And did you for 2 seconds think they were dinosaur bones?
Well, of course. Yeah.
Right.
We're like, oh, sweet bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whoever digs a pit will fall into it. Did y'all ever fall into your pit?
No, never fell into it.
If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them.
That's got to be, I mean, if you're rolling it uphill, that makes sense. But if you're rolling it downhill, then it's not going to roll. There's no way it could roll back on you. So it depends on which direction you're going, I guess.
Yeah.
But why are you rolling the stone in the first place?
Why are you digging the pit in the first place?
Obviously, though, it's collecting no moss.
No rolling stone collects moss.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling stones.
A rolling stone collects no moss.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I followed that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
but they do play good music.
The Rolling Stones do play good music.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Ready?
Uh-huh.
A lying tongue hates those it hurts, and a flattering mouth works ruin. That's not true. That's not true.
Okay.
Because, a lying tongue hates those it hurts. Sometimes you tell a lie in order to not hurt somebody's feelings because you love them.
That's true.
And you tell them that hat looks lovely on you.
What are you saying?
No, I love that hat.
Yeah.
No, I meant like, I wasn't actually talking about a guy's hat. Like the standard is, a woman's hat. Like I'm thinking of like the 20s when women wore hats all the fucking time or whatever.
Yeah.
And they would say, yes, that hat looks lovely with that dress, right? Or no, that dress looks great. No, you don't look fat in that dress. Or oh yeah, those shoes look whatever.
Right.
Why are all my examples fucking style?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one.
Or this dinner tastes great all of them are fucking womanly. Jesus, get me out of my head.
Let's just wrap this episode up.
No, I'm not done talking.
You're not done talking? Okay, yeah, more.
No.
Okay, I'm listening.
So anyway, sometimes fuck off. Sometimes you lie not out of hate. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you lie because you love the person and you don't want to hurt them.
I agree.
Okay, and a flattering mouth works ruin.
I think that can be true, honestly.
But I don't think
like
that
the salesman, right? Like the car salesman, right?
Sure.
They're gonna flatter the fuck out of you to get you to buy a car.
Yeah.
Right? So they're doing it with malicious intent.
Okay, it can be true, but that doesn't mean that it is true.
No, I agree. Flattery can just be flattery.
Right.
So
yeah,
it can be either way. Again, these statements are really stupid and they're very black and white, and they mean whatever they want them to mean when they wrote it, which doesn't apply to everything. So
okay, all right.
That's pretty much.
Now we can finish.
Now we can finish.
Now we can be done.
All right. So that was Proverbs chapter 26.
Sure as fuck was.
And we will be back tomorrow. Wait, are we going to be? Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with
Proverbs chapter 27.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife. I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.